All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to V1 Saturday School. So, this training is made specially for you guys. All you need to do is listen attentively and also enjoy learning, of course. We have a few house rules before we start. First, please maintain a quiet environment while you are in the session. Second, make sure to pay undivided attention during the whole discussion. Third, ask questions by sending them through our chat box. And lastly, please wear your headset to ensure audio is good and you will be able to join us on stage when needed. So to start off, let's welcome our facilitator for tonight's session, the owner and founder of V1 Marketing and Training LLC, Mr. Anton Campos Sr. Hi, boss.
Hello, good morning. Thank you guys for having me once again. I truly enjoy waking up in the morning and having a purpose on a Saturday by providing you guys with awesome information. Remember to take notes and use this information to really help grow and develop into the person you can be when it comes to cold calling and just being a virtual assistant. So a lot of this training is based on the feedback that we get from our VAs as well as the operators who actually hire you guys as VAs. So it would be greatly helpful if you guys could continue to provide us feedback so we'll know what to cover in the weeks to come. Give me 1 second while I load up my screen. Honestly, I got like 10 screens open, so I'm trying to figure out which one is air meet. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And if you're not a mom, and if you know someone that's a mom, happy Mother's Day to everyone that you know that's a mom. I really appreciate moms. Without moms, we wouldn't be here. Without my mother birthing me, I wouldn't be here. So I really appreciate that. Just give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. Let me know if you guys can see it. It should be up now.
Yes, boss, it's clear.
Okay. So today's topic on Saturday School will be talking about appropriate situational responses, right? So many people get on the phones and they struggle with responding to certain situations that you guys are just talking in circles or a loop, or you're just making unnecessary chatter where it takes the prospect off exactly what you're talking to them about initially, if that makes any sense. So most of you guys are on here already know what's V1 Saturday School, but just in case we have any new folks, I would love to explain. Anybody that's new, comment in the chats new so we know who you are. and make a notation of that. But yeah, so what is Saturday School? Saturday School is basically a program we put together that brings 2 hours plus worth of content each and every week to our community, which is the virtual assistants and the operators that work the community. So that's what Saturday School is. So obviously, I'm the facilitator. I started teaching this, like I said, to give me a purpose and to stay in touch with my community that we created over the last 2 years. So, understanding how to respond to a situational question is an important aspect of developing your critical thinking and decision making skills. That's very important to understand how to develop these skills. Critical thinking is everything in cold calling because everything shouldn't be scripted. So you should be able to know how to think really quickly and sometimes go off of your script in order to give a genuine response where a seller feel like you're actually listening to their concerns. In this session, we will discuss how to determine the importance of situational responses. By the end of the training, here's some things you'll be able to do. You'll be able to understand what situational response is. You'll be able to learn how to respond appropriately to your clients and concerns and emotions, and provide a sealed resolution to address your client's future needs. So, textbook definition. What is what are situational responses? Right, a situational response is a decision that needs to be made in light of a specific factors in a particular situation. Basically, in other words, it is used to assess different factors when making a response to a particular situation. What makes a situational response unique is that it's not black and white, right? It is a tricky decision with no obvious right or wrong answers, but some of the factors are more crucial than others for consideration. While no company is immune to difficult client service situations, the fact is that you can take steps ahead of time to help mitigate problems. Knowing how to respond to potential situations that will most likely arise at some point will give you the knowledge that you need to handle in challenging situations. And also be equipped with the confidence to know that you can navigate even the most difficult scenarios that can arise. Listen, the following techniques will help you on how to respond accordingly and in a way that is professional and can to a resolution. How do I respond appropriately to a client's concerns and emotion? We call this the herd technique. The main goal of this technique is to de-escalate interactions with frustrated clients and help turn things around. So let's break down what the herd technique stands for. And it's an acronym. Take a screenshot, write this down. This is very important. The H stands for hear. The E stands for emphasize. The A stands for apologize. The R stands for resolve. And the D stands for diagnose. Let's go into details about the H. Hear the client's complaint and don't interrupt them. Let them tell you in full why they're angry. Right, that's very important. Especially if you're calling someone and it's a random call and they're like, hey, who the hell told you to call my phone? You know, and you want to listen to what their issues are behind why they're frustrated you calling the phone. Empathize. A little empathy can go a long way towards a common, irritated client, right? They say, you know what, I'm so sorry. I apologize. My bad. Things like that. That will really help. Apologize. A sincere apology can help your client feel heard and understood. You know what? You're exactly right. Let's take a step back. I'm so sorry this happened. I apologize. I really didn't mean to offend you. Like whatever that is, you got to understand when to apologize. And now, the next thing you want to do is resolve. Finding a solution to help resolve the issue with the clients is important. Don't hesitate to ask them, what can we do to make this right? That's very important. Whether you want a cold calling call, a sales call, or you just having interactions with a client. Maybe you guys might do customer service. Maybe you guys may do cold calling. It don't matter. These skills are needed in your everyday life. So that's very important to find a solution. And diagnose. Figure out what caused this issue to come up in the first place. And find a solution to prevent it from happening again. Feedback, listen guys, feedback from negative experiences can be invaluable and show you how to prevent the same issues from occurring again. Another thing you can do is when you have these negative issues, you can create rebuttals. So if you keep saying the same people that you're talking to having these same negative responses to your cold calling or your texting or whatever, won't you create some uniform rebuttals? That way it won't happen again so badly for you. So, problem, solution, benefit. This technique is a straightforward explanation structure often used in the client service industry. Talk about the problem, right? The people might say, I have no place to go once I sell, right? Here's the solution you give them when they state that rebuttal or objection. We'll help you find a place before closing. What if I can spare 50% of your proceeds at the close of escrow and give you 2 weeks to move out? Would that work for you? Right? Then the benefit. Now you're showing them the benefit from the solution. And that way you'll have everything lined up and ready to go on closing day. Very simple, very powerful. It can also be adapted to, opportunity, solutions, and benefits. So you always want to show people the solution and then make sure you give them the benefit and how they can benefit directly from the solution. A feel, felt, found technique, right? Whenever a client comes in with doubt, you are supposed to empathize their way into a sale. Feel, empathize with how the client feels in that moment and let them know that you understand. Felt, explain that you too once felt that way in the past. Found, tell the client how you found that your concern was incorrect. So somebody could say, you know what, I don't want to buy this product, or I don't want to move forward with this because I'm not sure about this. And then say, you know what, I was once in your shoes, and then I really understood that I was overthinking this. And then once I decided to actually move forward, I actually benefited from moving forward because of whatever the reason why you benefited from moving forward. So let's talk about how it works again. After presenting your offer, your prospect objects, right? The prospect, that's way lower than what I had in mind. So they basically, and this is some stuff that some people on here may be in acquisitions. Some of you guys want to probably train to get to acquisitions to get that extra raise. So these trainings are definitely beneficial because it's teaching you how to already be equipped with some of the things that you will need to be successful. So me, Mr. Smith, I understand how you feel. I have certainly felt that way before when trying to negotiate a deal. But what I found is that sometimes it's about more than price, and there are other types of value that make the deal make sense. This is my favorite one, you and me against the world. The you and me word track is about positioning. And face-to-face sales, you'll never want to try to sell across the table from a client because it feels confrontational, you versus them. Whenever possible, you want to move to the same side of the table and get knee to knee with them. The same is true on the phone. Get to the same side of the table as soon as possible, and you and me against the world will help you do that. Listen, this is how it works. Mr. Smith, you share with me that you want to sell this house and that you're looking to get rid of all of this yard work. You want a condo in Florida. Well, you want to sell a house, and I want to buy one. The only thing standing in our way is the market. I'm going to be honest here. I have pretty clear criteria that we follow when making offers. It's all based on the market. Let's hope that the market cooperate with us so I can get you into that condo on the beach. Let's put our heads together to make this work. The one thing. The one thing is a funnel that will help you get to the ultimate issue that has been keeping your client from doing a deal with you. Use this once you have followed up over a couple of conversations and the client is indicating that he's genuinely interested but has reservations. He understands your value proposition of speed over maximum price. This is how it works. Mr. Smith, what is the one thing, just one thing, that you would say is preventing you from selling us your property? Mr. Smith responds, I don't want to pay anything to any lawyers. Then you respond back, okay, so if we can assure you that you won't be responsible for any closing costs whatsoever, you will be willing to move forward. And then Mr. Smith would say, yes, I think so. How do I provide an aligned resolution to my client? This is very important. Write this down. Providing a solution often seems straightforward, but not always the case. Sometimes it's complicated. Approaching issues in a systematic way, simply the process. Sorry, guys, I'm still a little half asleep. So, my screen went out. Not sure why. Don't you worry. I reach it. Okay, we should be good now. You can see the screen again?
Yes, boss.
Okay, awesome. So ask the right question, guys. The key to doing this is to ask the right questions. What is the problem all about? Is there an underlying issue causing the problem? What is the real reason from the problem actually occurred? These questions can help pinpoint the real problem. It's not always what your clients think. Acknowledging their pain also helps as well. So find out what your clients need. Try to understand how clients see the issues involved and try to get a solid understanding of his or her needs. If if appropriate, ask your clients what they've done to resolve this issue. Clearly define the root of the problem. Understanding how an issue affects a client is very crucial, right? Having identified the problem in the previous steps, just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to switch browsers. I was using a regular Windows Chrome, no Windows browser, so we should be good. So, produce possible solutions. Knowing the problem, you may now start brainstorming solutions, right? What can you do to prevent the problem from happening again? How would the solution be implemented? What are the risks of implementing a solution? Try to generate a list of potential solutions, evaluate each, and then pick the most appropriate one for your client. And you can easily do that by writing it out as you listen to the problems and then circling and highlighting which one you want to present to them in order to move forward with the solution of your choice. Review and evaluate. A solution is not enough. Execution is the key. Review and evaluate the impact of the corrective actions and make improvements as necessary. The new process within the existing business processes and ensure that the impact of the improvements is monitored and sustained. Plan the solutions implementation. Some solutions are easy to execute, others are harder. For harder solutions, think about how would you execute and implement them. Don't forget to double check the benefits of the solutions that you will provide. Then you want to discuss the solutions with your client. Having nailed down the solution details, discuss it with the client. Walk through with him or her step by step and ask necessary questions. Be ready to adjust the plan. After your client approves the solution, it's time to execute it. Follow up, certify the progress of the solution, and where you stand with the budget. Rework your plan if necessary. Keeping clients satisfied and happy is the secret to boosting client loyalty, increasing profitability, and differentiating you from your competitors. Doing those things can take your company to the next level. So, do we have any questions? That's it for me today. Like I said, I promise to get you ladies and gentlemen off this call a little early because I know it's Mother's Day. Well, it's almost Mother's Day for you guys. It's probably, 9:30 in your time at night. I appreciate you standing up late with me to get this information. And if you can in the chat, write what you learned. I mean, write down what you learned. That's important to me. Did you learn anything today? Do you have any questions? You can raise your hand and unmute yourself so I can bring you on the stage, or you can write your questions down inside of the chat. Nika, we don't have anyone on YouTube, do we? Or we're not streaming to YouTube today.
We do have some people watching on YouTube.
Yeah, so let them, if they have any questions, write down the question.
Yes, boss.
Any questions? I would be more than happy to answer any questions. Raise your hand. If not, and YouTube, drop the comments. I want to be of value to everybody this morning before we get on out of here. Awesome. So listen, you all have an amazing, 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 amazing Mother's Day from the V1 family to everyone. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Have it up. Make sure your spouses or your partners, whoever in your life, buy you some beautiful gifts. I'm literally about to wash my face again. I just got out of the shower about 45 minutes ago. Put my shoes on and head out the door and swipe away with my credit card for my wife. So hopefully you guys get the same treatment. Nika, take it on away if you have any announcements and close us out.
All right, boss. So I just want to say thank you to those who are consistently joining our Saturday school. I can definitely see some familiar names in the list of our attendees. We truly appreciate you guys for joining us, me and Boss Anton, every Saturday morning, every session, and every weekend. So, as what I've mentioned earlier, this training is made for you guys. We care about our clients' business as we care for our VA's development. So, thank you very, very much. So, yes, this concludes our session for tonight, for today. Thank you very much, Boss Anton, as always, and thank you all for attending. We hope you've learned something and enjoyed our Saturday school training. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Talk to you later. See you next Saturday.